Telepon mari itu.
3, 2, 1. Ya.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
In this occasion, I will to explain about the 16th chapter. The title is Mixed Method Research. Okay, what does it mean? What is the mixed method research is about? There are two explanations here. First, involves the use of both quantitative and qualitative methods in a single study. It means that quantitative and qualitative combine to make good results. And then the last is those who engage in such research argue that the use of both methods provides more complete understanding of research problems than just the use of either one. There are two differences in what mixed method research. First, numerical and statistical analysis. And the last in this information, often in narrative form, frequently obtained through the analysis of written communication. The explanation from class before, what does it mean? Qualitative. Qualitative is developing a holistic picture and analysis of the phenomenon being studied with written emphasis on things rather than collective description. And then qualitative. Qualitative is observation and interviewing prominent instruments used in qualitative research are also commonly found in quantitative studies. Okay. There are three several trends from mixed methods. First, clarify and explain the relationships from exist between variables. Second, explore relationships between variables in this. And the last, mixed method studies can help to confirm or validate relationships discovered between variables, as when quantitative and qualitative methods are compared to see if they converge on single interpretation phenomena. Okay, next. Also, in this method, there are drawbacks or weaknesses. There are two weaknesses in here. First, extremely time-consuming and expensive to carry out. And then the last, many researchers are only experienced in only one type of research. Okay, to avoid the weaknesses, there are two ways. First is multiple researchers with different areas of expertise work as teams. And the last is the way how to avoid this weakness. The last is better of doing a purely quantitative or qualitative study and doing it well. Okay. In this method, there are three designs here. First, exploratory design, and then explanatory design, and the last is triangulation. Okay, I will explain to you the first design. The first is the exploratory design. What is it? First, viewing the study as two-phase project. Analyze data separately. So, quantitative and qualitative spread to collect the data. And then qualitative data collection precedes and then quantitative data collection. And then greater emphasis is placed on the qualitative data in the study. For example, you first conduct interviews and then follow up with a few individuals who answer positively to the questions by giving up survey forms. This is the format. So do the qualitative first, and then do quantitative, and the qualitative result and quantitative result combine to be good result. Okay. The question is, when to use this design? First, when we want to explore a phenomenon and expand on qualitative findings. Second, when we want to test elements of an emergent theory resulting from the qualitative research. Third, if we want to generalize qualitative findings to different samples in order to determine the distribution of a phenomenon within a chosen population. And the last is to develop and test new instruments. Okay, the strength from this design is easy to implement because the steps fall into clear, separate steps. So qualitative and quantitative do with different times. And then the design is easy to describe and the result easy to report. Okay. The weaknesses from this design are required substantial length of time to complete all data collection given the two spread spaces. And the last is, it may be difficult to build from the qualitative analysis to the subsequent data collection. And then we go on to the second design. The design is the explanatory design. In here, the function is first clearing the students the study as a two-phase project, analyze data separately. First, collecting quantitative data first, followed by collecting qualitative data. And then greater emphasis is placed on the quantitative data study. For example, here, in the previous design, in exploratory, first we do qualitative, and here, first we do quantitative and then followed by qualitative data. So we use this design when we to help explain, interpret, or contextualize quantitative findings. And the last is we do this design when we want to examine in more detail unexpected results from a quantitative study. The strengths and weaknesses from this design is the strength first, easy to implement because the steps fall into clear spread stage. And the last, the design is easy to describe and the result easy to report. This also has a weakness. The weakness is requires substantial length of time to complete all data collection given the two-phase stages. And then we go to the last design. The design is the three-angulation design. This design to collecting both quantitative and qualitative data. So we do research with quantitative and qualitative together, and then collecting this data at the same time in the research procedure. And the last, the quantitative and qualitative data separately, and then the result from the data collection compare or combining the result of the quantitative and qualitative analysis. This is the format. So quantitative, we do quantitative and qualitative together, and the data will be compared to become a good result. Okay, we use this design when we to explore a phenomenon and to expand on qualitative findings. The second, to test elements of an emergent theory resulting from the qualitative research. The third, to generalize qualitative findings to different samples in order to determine the distribution of the phenomenon within a chosen population. And the last, when we want to develop and test a new instrument. This design also has strengths and weaknesses. The strength first, easy to implement because the steps fall into clear separate stages. And the last is the design is easy to describe and the result easy to report. There are two weaknesses here. First, requires a substantial length of time to complete all data collection given the two spread phases. And the last weakness is it may be difficult to build from the qualitative analysis to the subsequent data collection. Okay, this is something to the research. Okay, example, first, researchers might randomly select two high schools for the study on drugs. Okay, and then survey the 800 graduating, and then conduct six focus groups using proportionate sample of students. Finally, conclude the randomly selected 40 students as subjects. So the researcher must make a number of decisions with regard to sampling before beginning a mixed method study. Okay, this question when we want to do this method. First, have research questions been written for both quantitative and qualitative methods in the study? And the second, are the procedures for data analysis consistent with the type of mixed method study being presented? Third, is the research structure of the study consistent with the type of mixed method study being presented? And fourth, is there a rational for ways the author intends to make the method in a single study and what will be gained in the process? Okay? There are three ethics when we do this mixed method. First, protecting participant identity. It means their privacy. The second is treating participants with respect. It means that sensitivity. And the last is protecting participants from both physical and psychological harm. Okay? We go to the summary. There are three summaries here. First, mixed method studies becoming popular and common in educational research. Second, the premise lies in combining qualitative and quantitative methods in complement each other. The last summary here is required time, energy, and resources in both quantitative and qualitative methods. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation. Any questions or comments? Okay, Rizka?
You write 14 credits. So it is mark that 14 is there some law?
Okay, the question your question is it possible when we do research in for
maybe less than 40 sample, for example, yeah, 40 students.
okay. Any question? Anyone? Yes? Yes, please.
Okay. How to test a new instrument? How to test a new instrument?
How to test new instrument?
And what kind of test is it?
Okay. Okay, I will answer the question later. Okay. Maybe that's all for my presentation. I hope all of you understand about my material. I think that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.